graduated in '56 from high school. And I saw in my sister's hand, she'd been to the genealogy, what is it called? The Heritage Center in Smithfield, and she to find out about our family and so on. We can get it all back to 1651. When Stephensons came to the Isle of Wight, Stephenson near Winchester, Virginia. And I saw that my great-great-grandfather, who died in 1886, and he's buried across the road from where I live today, in the graveyard, and the slaves are there, that he sold a 10-year-old Negro slave girl. I found the bill of sale, that's the only thing I found, for $413.25. Anyway, Betty Adcock had in the Raleigh Poets, I read that, the first book, a guy who edited Southern Poetry Review, it was a special issue, came out, I believe, in '72. She has a poem for Sylvia in there also. Betty's work, I read the Raleigh Poets, I think the special issue was called, and her work meant so much to me. And speaking again of Ron Bays, who came to St. Andrews in 1968, started St. Andrews Press and had those wonderful weekly readings. And you're a writer, you've been there probably and read. He meant so much to me too. So I saw this in my sister's hand, that slave girl was sold. And so I got a book out of the book is called Family Matters, Homage to July, the Slave Girl. This is the first poem in the book, and I think of what Fred said about prose and poetry. I love whatever prose is, and words get in the way, and then poetry, whatever it is, sort of takes over. I don't know what poetry is anyway, either. This is called Your Name is July. And Jake Mills and Rachel, Jake's gone. I wondered if she was named for the month, and she was. And slaves were often named for the months they were born. Your name is July 1. Your name is July. There is no record I know about beyond the account of your sale. Did you know your place and my great-great-granddad's too? Rummaging around the home place, pronouncing your name, July. I hear my father say, this land will be yours someday. What graveyard of bones, mounds and stones, I owned you there. Jart, Venus, Sylvie, Clay. April's wildflowers run at your feet. Did winters fill your shoes with snow? Pat George did live here. The old wash house still stands. I kick the dust out of these fields. 2. Great-great-grandpap George's anvil fits right between your shoulder blades. The money used to buy and sell you presses into my heart. I remember never eating with them. They lived on our place, my father's boyhood home, his father's birthplace. They slept in the same rooms he grew up in. So when they came to our shanty, my mother would fix some plates to take to the porch. We would talk through the screen. They would eat their peas and fat, and my mother took pride in knowing they liked her food. 3. Cattle rattle down chute to market, limbs swinging, nostrils flaring blood. May streams and woods your vestments be, your creeks filled with fish, fields score with mercy. Tenant shanties wear the landscape. The graveyard moves the rip of the whip. Monuments unheard still, field rocks grow mossed and breathing. Memory comes closer to mercy, uncompromising, like medicine we take and wait. Your worn color line never dies. Fingers wave from galleys, ships pushing through hell to bring us here.